Alright guys, I wanted to get on a recording tutorial for you, the tips and tricks I went over last week for our personality slide deck. So I went over 6 different things just to kind of help you get that slide deck looking a little better or easier to put together, or both. 6 things were grid lines and guides, object framing and cropping, removing the background from a picture, word art functions, dropper, color, match as far as getting colors on things, and then animated GIFs. So just want to run through it real quick. So I'm going to open up this PowerPoint here, and I think I was kind of working off of this second slide because there's a lot going on. So in order to just kind of line things up on a slide in general, a helpful tool is if you go here to view, and if you use these grid lines or guides. So guides is going to divide your slide into 4s, which most of the time kind of does the job. So if you wanted to line these up in a different way, so maybe straight in the middle like so, and then it kind of lines up your arrows and so forth. So that's one good little tool as far as lining things up. Or if you want to get even more precise, you can do grid lines, and you can see that it divides it into these little 1-inch squares, which again will let you be a little more precise. So you can turn those on and off as you wish. If you needed a ruler, that's something too. Like if you're trying to get things like precise, like measurement as well, that's something you could use in the same menu. Okay, so object frames and cropping. If I were to bring in a picture like maybe this one, I'm gonna, oops, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to copy this image and I'm going to put it on my PowerPoint over here. And let's say that I wanted to give this a frame. So right now we've got this it's a good picture, whatever, and it's just a white background. To make it just look that much better, once you have a picture selected in PowerPoint, you'll see this picture format menu. If you click on it, there's these really simple frames that you could use. So just instantly, if you were to do something like this, you've got a pretty good looking picture instead of just that boring white background. Now let's say that you wanted just a part of this picture and not the whole thing. So I'm an introvert, maybe I just want to show this first part. So click the picture again, and on the same picture format menu you have crop over here, and you can crop it over so it's showing just the introvert part. Click crop again, and now you've got just the part of the picture you want. And then we can go back and put that frame on again if you wanted to. Last thing I wanted to show you with pictures was removing the background. So let's say that you wanted just this character because maybe you wanted to use your own fonts or something for the words introvert. So you can highlight the picture, same menu, picture format, go way over to the left, click on remove, and this is kind of cool right away. It gives us exactly what we wanted. Well, let's say you wanted even more of the picture that it's not giving you. You could mark areas to keep, and maybe you did want to keep the introvert stuff, so you can go through and click all the letters if you wanted, and then if you're happy with what's there, you click keep changes, and that's what it gives you without the white background. So that's pretty cool. Let's talk about word art stuff. So word art is kind of a nice way of getting a graphic type of text into your PowerPoint. So I'm just going to use this kind of plain one for now to show you. So if you were to, you can change the font style and font size right here. The maximum it shows on the scale is 96, but if you were to double click in there and put a different, type a different number like 150 and press enter, you'll get the really big letters that you want. So you can do this, you can change it to a different font type, like maybe this, and let's change the color too. So I'm going to center that. Shape format goes to the menu right now, and here's all the things you could do. So if you want to do text stuff, let's say you want to change this to orange on the inside, and we can change the text outline to maybe blue on the outside. So you can see there's a faint blue line. Maybe we want that to be a thicker blue line, so we can do this, go to weight and change the weight till it is the thickness that we wanted. So now we have orange type with blue outline. You could also do text effects. So I think this one may have a shadow already, so we could take the shadow off. You could add stuff like a glow, so maybe you want to do something like this, and you can change the color of the glow. And then another thing you could do with word art is like this transform thing, so you can make it follow a path, or some of these warps are kind of cool instead of just like a straight across type, so you can do that. And that's kind of the basics of word art and the functions of word art. Now let's say that on this word art you wanted to match maybe the fill with something that's already on your slide. So I could do this, and instead of picking a color right here, I could do the eyedropper, and maybe I want to match it to this guy's hair, and now I've got purple and blue. Okay, last thing, animated GIFs. So if you can get some motion into your slide, that's good. It's more interesting sometimes. So I'm going to take this slide of mine that's like the surfer with the independent and decisive, one of my strengths, and I can go to Google and I can put in surfing animated GIF. Let's see if there's one I like. A lot of times it'll give you a preview. This one does not. Let's find one that does. There we go. So I can copy this, go back to my PowerPoint. I can Control V to paste it in. And I can resize it if I want, and maybe I want to get rid of the background one, and I can extend this gray background, and now I've got a brand new slide with some motion. And that's it. Those are the 6 things that I went over. Just wanted to get it onto recording. I'll put this on the YouTube playlist of tutorials, and during class today I will actually give you a link to it. See you in class.